Prophets generally do not make good long-term counselors. They lack the patience and mercy necessary for the kind of counseling. No wonder Elijah commanded bears to devour some children who were insulting him, who were making mockery of him. He said, I commanded bears to come and consume these children. And bears came from nowhere to consume because he lacked patience. But you know something? A prophet must work on his patience. Else you can't graduate into a mature prophet. You will be called a baby prophet. A baby prophet for all your life. But a prophet must grow from quick-temperedness into accommodation and tolerance. That is why many prophets are still behind the scene. Because when God brings you out, it will be a disaster. Your temper issue. That is why when you look at the fivefold ministry, it takes longer time in building it takes longer time in building the prophet than the other fourfold. It takes longer time. Prophets don't just come out. No. Prophets, it takes time for prophets to come out. There are prophets who will come out, who are called, but they will come out 20 years' time. Others will come out 30 years' time. It takes long time for God to prepare a prophet to be released for the nations. It takes time. But today, the self-acclaimed prophets, their eyes are open. You see them running with messages. You see them running, giving themselves titles. Nation prophet. In Ghana, there's no nation prophet. We don't have a nation prophet. We have political prophets. In Ghana, there is no nation prophet. If there's a nation prophet, I'll tell you. There is no nation prophet in Ghana. We have political prophets. Political prophets who predicts outcomes of elections. But we don't have a nation prophet. Because a nation prophet is not a political figure. A nation prophet doesn't move with a stomach. A nation prophet doesn't speak for money. A nation prophet doesn't speak for any party. A nation prophet speaks for the nation. Speaks for the well-being of the nation. And not to any political alliance or to any political party, but speaks God's mind concerning the nation. Concerning the nation. So in Ghana, we don't have a national prophet. We don't have a national prophet. All that you see, they are self-acclaimed or political prophets. Because a nation prophet doesn't behave anyhow. A nation prophet doesn't wear political colors. A nation prophet doesn't wear any tribal, any racial, nothing. He doesn't wear any color because they are orderly. If it is blue, they say blue. If it's black, they say black. But a prophet who wants to communicate something for money is not a prophet. So in Ghana, we don't have a nation prophet. Yes. Because nation prophets don't behave like that. Okay. Then we move to the seventh category. Spiritual gifts accompany a prophetic call. Spiritual gifts accompany a prophetic call. I am a prophet. I operate in a prophetic office. I operate word of knowledge, word of wisdom, and discerning of spirit. I meet people for the first time, and grace is extended towards me, and I'm able to operate in the prophetic office. I meet people for the first time, and I tell them things about themselves. Not because I want to tell them. It's because that's my office, and God is leading me to speak. Once upon a time, I was in one television station before the 2024 elections. And I was asked a question that, man of God, can you tell us who is going to win? I said, I see who is going to win. But I can't say because I am not the political prophet. And even God will not even do it. Because God loves everybody. God loves everybody. God is not a political figure. But today it's unfortunate. Look at Ghana. The prophets are creating